Okay, so the next thing we want to do is hook up main power to the machine. We're going to have to open the electrical cabinet for that. There's a sort of a spring-loaded lever on it. If you click that, then be careful of the cover. It's not connected. It'll just completely remove. All right. It's important that you understand your local electrical code. We're in Southwest Michigan, and they don't accept the connector that's shipped with the machine. So we're just going to hardwire this machine into our building power. Here's how we go about doing that. First thing we're going to do is to identify where the main power is coming into the machine. And we can tell that that's the main power because there's two wires that are labeled N1 and L1. So that tells me it's the main power. So I'm going to take off this little connector and hardwire. And again, it's important that you investigate your local electrical code so that you do things according to the way that your government inspectors have decided is the best. Okay, so I take off the two screws that hold the connector on. There's a little blue cover here, and I want to trace the green wire, which is the ground coming in, onto the ground terminal strip, and the two wires that go to the power terminal strip. And then I'm going to remove all three of those wires. There's a little clear plastic cover there that snaps right off. They're ring connectors, so we have to completely remove the screw and the connector, and we're going to come off. Now, to maintain the electrical integrity, we're going to remove the two sleeves that identify the wire numbers and put those on our new wires hardwired into the building. Okay, here's our new, we found a nice little cord grip that we're going to use to patch into the side of the electrical cabinet, make a dust-tight connection. So we'll get that ready. Finger tight that. Next, we're going to identify the two hot wires, the black and the white one. We're going to measure those for length to the terminal blocks where they go to. And then we have some solderless connectors to make a nice connection to the terminal. We put the identifying collar on, the L1 and the N1, and we put our solderless connector on. Now, it really doesn't matter which one goes to which one, because this is a single-phase machine. There are three-phase versions of this machine if you have the bigger spindles. This one's the 3-horsepower single-phase machine, so there's no differentiation on where those two wires go. Our ID collars up close. Good. And then the clear plastic cover. All right, now to connect the ground wire. You'll notice that there's a terminal block that the ground wire is going to connect to. Same thing, we'll put the connector on the end. Run it through my wire track there, and if you can see an empty spot, that's fine, but it doesn't have to be on its own empty spot. We're going to connect it behind one of these other wires here. Everything on this little block is all ground wires, so just so that that connects. Tuck my wire in neatly and put my little cover back on. Perfect, so we've hooked up main power now. And we did not use the factory provided connector. That's not the code here. Again, double check your electrical code. This is a hard wire straight into the main power for the machine. Okay.